They say home is the one place you should never have to prove you belong. But for some of us, even the key in our own hand becomes a test. This is the story of Caleb Johnson, a man who worked for years to build what others were born into, and the day his own neighbors called 911 because they couldn't believe he lived where he did. Caleb wasn't new to hard work. 40 years old, single dad, Navy veteran turned logistics manager. He'd spent a decade working double shifts and saving every dime. And when he finally bought that 2-story brick home in the Maple Glen subdivision, it wasn't just a house. It was proof that quiet persistence still pays off. That morning was like any other. The air smelled of cut grass and wet pavement. Caleb had just finished helping a friend move, his old van still full of boxes. But as he pulled into his driveway wearing his delivery uniform, he didn't notice the curtain shift across the street, or the phone being lifted. Yeah, there's a guy unloading boxes at 223 Maple Glen. Dark hoodie. No, I don't recognize him. Looks out of place. Out of place. 2 words that have followed him since high school. 2 words that build fences taller than walls ever could. He didn't see the patrol cars until he heard the siren. Short, sharp, uncertain. Hey, officers, can I help you? Sir, step away from the vehicle. This is my house. We got a call about suspicious activity, someone unloading property that didn't belong here. And there it was, that look, that unspoken disbelief that says, you don't belong here, not like this. Officer, I'm just moving in. I live here, 223 Maple Glen. You can check the deed. We'll handle that. Hands where I can see them, please. Dad? What's happening? It's all right, baby. Just stay inside, okay? Backup's on the way. And just like that, a quiet Saturday morning turned into a public trial. No judge, no jury, just assumptions, uniforms, and fear. Name's Caleb Johnson. Address on ID says 223 Maple Glen. That checks out, right? Yeah, looks like it. Guess he's the homeowner. You could have asked first. The sirens faded, but the damage stayed. Because even when the truth clears your name, it doesn't erase the way they looked at you before it did. Dad, they thought you didn't live here. Yeah, baby. Sometimes, people don't see what's right in front of them. That night, Caleb couldn't sleep. Every sound outside made him flinch, every car door a reminder. He replayed it in his head, the call, the stairs, the fear that maybe home wasn't safe after all. And then he saw it, the neighbor, the call, the smirk after the police left. Injustice always leaves clues, and Caleb was done staying quiet. The next morning, the video went online. Title, They Called 911 on Me at My Own House. And within hours, it wasn't just a neighborhood story anymore. It was national. But what none of them knew was that this story was far from over. Because sometimes, the moment you try to humiliate someone is the moment the world finally sees who you really are. By Monday morning, the world had already chosen a side. The video of Caleb Johnson, hands raised in his own driveway, had been shared over 2 million times. Some called it a misunderstanding. Others called it what it was, a mirror. But behind every viral moment is a man who still has to live the reality when the cameras stop. Dad, kids at school saw the video. Yeah. They said they're sorry that happened. Maybe next time they'll speak up before it happens. He didn't want fame. He wanted peace. But peace doesn't always come quietly, especially when truth makes people uncomfortable. Mr. Johnson, how are you feeling today? I'm fine. I just want people to understand, this isn't just about one call. It's about how quick we are to see danger where there's only difference. In a neighborhood where silence was the norm, Caleb's voice became the sound of accountability. But not everyone wanted to hear it. You should apologize. You crossed the line. Do the right thing. Guilt has a strange sound. It hums like the air before a storm. Tonight's discussion, safety and bias in our neighborhood. He didn't want to go, but his daughter insisted. Dad, she'd said, if you don't speak, they'll keep pretending it never happened. I'm not here for apologies. I'm here for accountability. I've served this country, paid taxes, helped my neighbors. But the day someone decided I didn't belong, That's the day this neighborhood showed me what home really means. I want my daughter to grow up in a place where people see her as a neighbor, not a threat. That night, something shifted. Not enough to fix history, but enough to start a new one. The incident became a case study on unconscious bias. Local police revised their response protocols. HOA meetings turned into workshops on empathy. And Caleb, the man they once labeled suspicious, was now helping rebuild the very trust that broke him. Mr. Johnson, I wanted to say I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. You didn't mean to, but you did. Maybe next time, ask before assuming. That's all any of us can do. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It means refusing to let bitterness become your new address. In 12 months, the man who once stood alone in his driveway became the one everyone called for guidance. They made him chair of the Maple Glen Neighborhood Equity Committee, a title he never asked for but earned through grace. Mia once asked, "Dad, do you still wish we lived somewhere else?" "No, baby. I think we were meant to be right here." Sometimes change doesn't come from moving away. It comes from staying and making them see you. They called him suspicious once. Now they called him a neighbor, a leader, a friend. Because sometimes, the story that starts with suspicion ends with transformation. Caleb Johnson didn't just reclaim his home. He redefined what home meant. Because belonging isn't something you're given. It's something you build, box by box, act by act, until even the doubters have no choice but to see. They called 911 on a delivery man. But what they delivered instead was a man's purpose, to make sure no one else has to prove they belong in their own home.